Hello friends, this is Jimmy Singh, broker owner of Supermax Realty, 647-961-2639. Friends, I just have a call with one of my clients. He's thinking of cashing out in this high real estate market in GTA, Greater Toronto area. And he is also looking to buy, but he asked me, is it a good time? And so the discussion we had was, he said, should I sell my house and put all cash in my pocket and maybe I can rent for a year or two, and when the market comes down or maybe there's a correction, I can buy it, because he's concerned the market is overpriced. See friends, he can absolutely be right. At the same time, he might be wrong. Why? Because I think, if you just sit on the sideline waiting for market correction, that's not a good idea, right? So what happened is he bought a pre-construction condo with me in downtown Toronto, and the condo is up $250,000. It is a 2-bedroom condo, and he's trying to time the market. But I told them, it's very hard even for professional investors to time the market. Yes, it is tempting to cash out, but if you hold the same condo for next 10, 15, 20 years, you will make way more money than what you can get now. And he is in IT, he lives in the condo, and it just, he says it's too tempting to do that. And he said, maybe I can buy another one and maybe live 1 year and then sell that as well. See, there is one big issue here I was discussing with him, because CRA, which is Revenue Agency of Canada, they watch you. If you keep selling every year one property, let's say you move in a house, sell the property within a year or 12 months, 13 months, and you make it a habit of doing it, and you feel it's easy way to make money, right? And some of you who might have done this, quite often, might not have received a letter, but let me assure you, they are watching. And I have some clients who work with CRA, and they tell me there's a special department. They just keep tab on these things, and once they, red flag you, they will definitely send you a letter. And then you won't say it is my primary residence, because they will think that is your profession. And instead of, even investment properties where you pay 50% capital gain, they will tax 100% of the profit, because they want to see, what is your intention, why you keep selling. Is there any logic? Did you get relocated? What if you keep moving and hopping in the houses? Let's say you buy a house in Brampton, and in the same neighborhood you profit, move to the next house, and you keep moving around, right? So you have to, be ready to give the explanation. But the thing is that every time you sell the property, that's what I said, every time you sell the property, there is $25,000 to $40,000 worth of commission, real estate fee, land transfer tax, or lawyer fee involved in the transaction. So real estate transactions are expensive, and you have to keep that cost in mind as well, right? And what if, yes, market is very, optimist, things are at all time record high prices, but what if the market doesn't correct this year, maybe not next year, or maybe year 2, 3 years down the line, it corrects, right? So what happened? He's thinking, maybe I'm going to just sell it, put money in my pocket, and maybe I'll rent it. See, let's say the 2-bedroom rent in Mississauga, example, he moved to Mississauga and, paid $2,500 in yearly rent. So if you take 2,500, multiply by 12, multiply by, let's say, 4 years he lived there, he'll be spending easily $70,000 to $80,000 in rent, and he has nothing to show for. And my biggest fear or concern from him, once he sell it, is going to be very hard for him to enter the market. So please don't make the mistake of try to time the market. Say again, I told him, I said, hey, if you want to sell it, call me, I'm your guy. I would love to make commission, because that's what I do for a living. But this is what I, told him. It's not like stock market where you can just make a click, you pay $9.99 and you can buy and sell stocks, because real estate buying and selling is expensive. And but he said, I'm watching media, I'm watching news, I'm watching some videos. They said market is going to crash. See, friends, what happened is, for example, in stock market, sometime big, hedge fund managers or some people, they take position in a stock and they want to short the stock so the prices come down. So what happened is they pay people to write articles in media to create frenzy or fear, and they sometimes even make unsubstantiated claims so people can get panic and they start selling the stock so they can buy at a good price. Same thing, stop watching videos for people who've been saying the crash is happening, and is costing people a lot of money, and it is certainly a bad advice. And since last year, all I want to tell you is my net worth is risen 6 to 700,000 because of my rental properties. And if I have sold my real estate last year, I'll be probably lost $800 to $900,000 in real estate if I listen to that bad advice, right? And another client called me yesterday and he was like, what if the market drops, Jimmy, 5 to 10% since it's already too high? Then what would I do, right? See, friends, short term, there is volatility in the market. It happens all the time. So you should expect, after so many good years of real estate run, and since last year, certain markets like Windsor, London, Kitchener-Waterloo, Niagara, Ottawa, they're up 25 to 35% in 1 year. So if you have such a good run, you should actually expect a correction. If not this year in 2021, maybe 2022, 2023. I don't know. Nobody knows, because nobody can predict when the correction is going to come, right? And even if the correction comes 5 to 10% and your property have risen like 40%, it's just a paper loss since you are not selling, right? So don't let fear keep you on sitting on sidelines. Friends, fear is the biggest enemy of success. I tell it even to, my agents, I tell to, all my friends and people who are coming in this business who are newer, right? Don't let fear dictate your actions. And when you buy your primary residence, friends, you buy to live and enjoy long term. You buy for 7, 10, 15, 20 years, right? If you have that kind of mindset, what happened in short term with pricing in the market, that doesn't really make a much difference, right? So if you're looking to buy your first home or invest in real estate in GTA London, give Supermax team a call, right? And one thing I want to share with you is, right now interest is historically low, and there was a news in the media last week, because of the bond yield going up, fixed rate mortgages, they start climbing up. And couple of my friends with TD, Scotia, and even National Bank, they are indicating the fixed rate is increased a little bit, maybe 10 basis point, 20 basis point, and we can easily see continuation of increase of interest rate. Because once economy opens up and jobs are good, that is one of the component government is going to use to increase the interest rate to calm down the market, right? So always buy real estate whatever your comfort level is, and always keep certain buffer aside. So let's say right now interest fixed, you're getting 1.69. It is still historically low rate, but keep a buffer. So tomorrow if the interest goes to 2.5%, 3%, you have money sitting aside, so you don't panic and sell when those things go, right? And always buy with a long term horizon, right? And always buy what you can easily afford. And definitely, guys, if you are in a market looking to buy a house, call your lender, make sure you lock the interest, because it's gonna go up. And don't panic. You know what I mean? Last year 2021, was a crazy year. But personally, I bought 3 properties last year. I'm not scared of these things. And I was checking with builders. Some of the properties already up like 100, 150 up in 1 year without me doing anything, right? So buy your property, and the same gentleman, I was showing the townhouse in Cambridge. It was 600,000. So he asked me, he said, Jimmy, I'm buying as an investor angle as well. Obviously, I'm going to live it there. Where do you see the price going in 3 years? So I told him, I said, it can easily go up to 700, 750 for that kind of townhouse. At the same time, it might come down to 550. So he said, how come I'm paying $600? I said, real estate doesn't always go up. It might have a correction. It might come down 50%, $50,000, $60,000. I don't know. Nobody knows, right? So again, guys, buy real estate as an investor for long term. Let the tenants do the heavy lifting. Let them pay off your mortgage. In 15, 20 years time, you will own a free and clear title on the property, and that will create your generational wealth. Again, thanks for watching. And if you're a new person visiting my channel, Real Estate Edge with Jimmy Singh, subscribe my channel. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Or if you are a buyer or investor looking to buy a house in Greater Toronto area, Golden Horseshoe, Hamilton, Kitchener-Waterloo, London, Windsor, give our team Supermax a call. You can reach me directly at 647-961-2639. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a beautiful day.